The doctrine of bliss, or as some had put it, the art of being happy, is a small manual of practical philosophy written by the German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer. It's kind of surprising to notice a pessimistic philosopher such as Schopenhauer to be at the origin of a philosophical writing about happiness. Schopenhauer thought about 50 rules of life to reach a state of bliss. This video offers a summary of the main ideas discussed in the book. Happiness is an illusion. We come to this life full of excitement of happiness and enjoyment, and we have the craziest hope to fulfill it all. Suddenly, fate happens and shows us that nothing belongs to us or is under our control. This realization teaches us that happiness and enjoyment are nothing but an illusion, and in the contrary, suffering and pain are the real ones. So what is the teaching that suffering and pain can bring us? Aristotle once said that the aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. The search of happiness and enjoyment is what actually brings pain and suffering. Enjoying the present moment without searching for any kind of joyful state of being is what a wise does. To live happy actually means to live less sad or to live in a bearable way. Jealousy leads to self-misunderstanding. Another behavior that may take us away from the path of happiness is the desire to want what others have. We usually misunderstand ourselves and we end up creating wrong self-conceptualizations. We want to have everything and to be able to do everything that we forget that life is about letting go of some things in order to enjoy other things. A human being should be able to understand what they want and to understand what they're capable to do. The goal is to stay faithful to oneself and to follow your own path, which is different from the others. Jealousy is to avoid because it usually leads to hesitation to follow your own path because it makes the mind and the soul too busy envying what others have. Instead of saying, "What if this belonged to me?" it is better to say, "What if I lose what I already have?" Cheerfulness. When we're in a good mood, there is no need to reflect on that, to try to understand the reasons behind this feeling. When cheerfulness comes on our way, we should open doors and windows for it, because it never comes in the wrong time. Cheerfulness usually comes when we're in a good health. That is why it's important to maintain a perfect health. A beggar with a good health is happier than a sick king. Therefore, sacrificing health for the pursuit of money, things, a career progression, and even the little joy and pleasure is the worst we can aim for. About imagination. It is important to bridle our imagination from anything that has to do with our well-being and our pain, our hope and our fears. When we imagine scenarios of happiness or pain, we make our reality an impossible place to live in. What concerns our happiness and suffering must be apprehended by our faculty of judgment. Imagination is not capable of judging. It only offers an image that is useless and usually annoying. Every reality, that is to say, every accomplished present, consists of two halves, the object and the subject, united as in an essential and necessary way as the oxygen and the hydrogen of the water. The objective half is in the hands of fate and is subject to change. The subjective half is ourselves. It is essentially immutable. From there, we see clearly how much our happiness depends on what we are, on our individuality, while we only consider our fate and what we have. The supreme happiness is the personality, said Goethe.